Hey, you know what, Adele? You're too cocky to be traveling to Hawaii as a wife. I can't imagine what you're thinking. Don't talk like that. It's my sister's wedding. That's why I'm telling you that I don't understand what you're thinking. I feel sorry for my son. You're just a jobless wife, but you're so cocky that you decided to travel abroad. My husband's work schedule just didn't work out. He wanted to go so badly. I wanted to go with him too, but it can't be helped. If my son had no choice than to stay, why didn't you take me instead? At least I could go. Huh? I wanted to go to Hawaii too. Zella, if the wedding is not held abroad, I would have invited you, but this time we decided to have a wedding with only our family. It will cost a lot of money to invite people. Are you telling me that I'm not a member of your family? It's not like that. It's just the number of guests we can invite were limited. If we invited many people, the place where the wedding was held would have been out of capacity. We had no choice. I'm really sorry about that. No one will notice if I sneaked in between the guests. You should have used your head. What a stupid woman you are. I can't take any more of your outbursts. You crossed the line. I'm going to say what I want to say today. So please listen to me. I didn't rant on you, so why are you so upset with my words? Let me be honest with you. When my sister got married, do you remember what you said? I felt so bad when you said that. I don't think I remember. When you found out that my sister was getting married to her boyfriend who works at a cleaning company, you said to her that two bottom feeders make a good match. I can't believe you would say something so rude like that. You don't even know my sister's boyfriend. How dare you judge him like that? I was just being honest. What's wrong with that? I felt so bad for my sister. You didn't even say a word of congratulations for her marriage. You told her that she should have found someone better since you think that her boyfriend isn't attractive enough. You also said that if you were the biological mother, you would be against the marriage. Normally, people who have common sense wouldn't say such things, would they? If your sister's getting married to a proper man, I would be willing to celebrate. When I got married, you persistently asked me about my father's income and the value of my family's property. Are family background and occupation so important to you? Because I don't want my son to get married to a poor man's daughter. He'll definitely have a hard time later on. You think so? I haven't caused you any hardship or trouble, have I? I don't think me and my husband will face hardship in the future. How can you say that? You're so brazen. You are an incompetent woman who doesn't even work, and just eat up my son's salary. How dare you talk so high and mighty? Think about your own position before you say that. Here we go again. My husband's salary is enough to feed the whole family, so he wants me to be a full-time housewife. I don't need you to tell me what to do. If you're not too busy, you should work too. According to the common sense, a good wife would at least give her mother-in-law monthly allowance. For your information, I've never heard of such common sense. I don't think it's wrong to give me $3,000 per month since I lost my husband and I'm living a lonely life. Don't you think you should do that as your filial piety? We're living together with you, so you won't be lonely. Did you just say that to make me feel grateful to you? You're just a useless woman who doesn't help me at all. I didn't even ask you to pay for food. Isn't that enough? I don't think so. Don't get cocky. You're just a useless and childless woman. Well, that's the reason why I didn't take you to Hawaii. What do you mean? I won't be able to enjoy myself if you keep lashing out at me like that. I want to celebrate the happy wedding of my beloved sister and her husband, so please excuse me. Wait a minute, I have more to say. Feel free to drop me your message. I'll read it later. I'm about to go to a barbecue at the beach, so I won't be able to talk to you for a while. See you later. What the? Don't you dare to ignore me! I'm Adele, a 32-year-old housewife. My husband Albert and I have been married for 3 years. During our second year of marriage, my father-in-law passed away. My mother-in-law, who could not survive on her own, asked my husband to let her move in with us. At first, she stayed quiet, but within 3 days she showed her true personality and started ranting at me. When my husband tried to warn her, she would say that I was telling lies. She would cry and try to elicit sympathy from my husband. My mother-in-law is really annoying. I was too busy with my daily chores to deal with her in moderation. However, while I was away, she had made an unbelievable plan behind my back. Hey, easygoing Hawaiian fool! While you were having fun, something nasty happened. You'll be surprised. Don't call me with a silly nickname like that. You don't have a home to go back to anymore. Do you realize that you've been evicted? Excuse me? You're really stupid, aren't you? Albert said that he wanted to move out and he got us a room. I can't believe he did that in such a short time. You're lying, aren't you? I'm not lying. He's been looking for a place for a while. That's my boy. He must have figured out how bad you were already. My son is so different from you, who are incompetent. Oh no. Well, it's not a luxury apartment, but it's enough for me and my son to live together. And it's great to be away from you. I'm so proud to have such a lovely son who cares so much about me. I wonder why Albert did that. You're so slow that you can't even understand what's going on. Of course, it's because the two of you are getting a divorce. Divorce? He decided that without consulting me in advance? You were in Hawaii, so he thought that now is the chance to get away from you. It's a good opportunity anyway. Otherwise, I wouldn't have moved together with him. So, what about the house we were living? Why don't you go live there by yourself? If a jobless woman like you can afford to pay the rent, just go ahead. I hope you enjoy living there alone. Why did you just decide everything on your own without discussing it with me first? This is too much to bear. I don't think there's a room for discussion. Looks like Albert is fed up with his jobless and useless wife. He finally realized that he failed in choosing a good wife. I'm happy for him. So, from now on, you two will live together as mother and son? That's what it's going to be like. Well, the housework is hard, but I have to support Albert. I think I can do it for him. By the way, I think he should look for a new wife. Me and Albert are not even divorced yet. Don't you think it's too soon? I don't care about that. My son can get married to any other woman except you. Did I do something to make you hate me so much? I don't remember doing anything like that. Yes, you did. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? I don't understand. Please explain to me. You fed me something weird the first day we started living together. I'm not a rabbit. You scared me to death. What do you mean? The name of the dish is Bermuda or something like that. Do you mean Bagna Cuda? I don't know what it's called. You forced me and my son to dip carrots in some kind of juice and eat them raw. I can't help but think you were making fun of us. It's popular among young women nowadays. Also, it's a very fashionable dish. Is it? You tried to make fun of me because I didn't know about the dish, right? I didn't mean it that way. I thought you'd be happy to eat that. I didn't realize that was the root of all evil. I'm so sorry. If that's the case, I forgive you. Thank you. Anyway, when you get back home, please talk about the divorce with Albert. I'm looking forward to it. Don't ever come near us again. Do you understand? Goodbye. I really love living a life without you. It's very comfortable. I'm really happy with the current situation. I'm glad to hear that. I hope you enjoy it. Have you decided to get a divorce? You made a wise choice. But I feel sorry for you, because a fun trip to Hawaii just turned into a sad memory. I'm not sad. Nothing has changed anyway. What are you talking about? You'll be a lonely divorced woman who lose her husband. Are you kidding me? Oh, I think you're just pretending to be tough since you can't accept the reality. It's you who's lonely, Zella. Don't you realize that you got kicked out of the house? Huh? What do you mean? Stop talking nonsense. Looks like you haven't realized it. Well, sooner or later you'll realize. I don't understand. You left the house, didn't you? Yes, I did. That's why I told you it's comfortable to live without you. The eviction was a success. Thank you for your cooperation. What do you mean? Explain it properly, Adele. You've been bad-mouthing me all this time when I wasn't around, haven't you? I was just telling the truth. Well, you can call that bad-mouthing anyway. What's wrong with that? Useless wife, stupid woman. malfunctioned womb, and so on. What do you think Albert thought when he found out that his mother was abusing his beloved wife? Of course, he must have felt the same way I did. I really pity him for choosing a shameful wife like you. He decided to move out because he agreed with me about how bad you are as a wife. No, you're wrong. You really are a happy-go-lucky person, just as I thought. Albert successfully deceived you and kicked you out of the house. No way! He pretended to go along with your story and then helped you to find a new place. He was able to get you moved into a shabby apartment. Didn't you notice that? Are you telling me that my own son betrayed me? Don't be silly. To be honest, I didn't know either. I called him yesterday and asked him everything. That's why he decided not to attend my sister's wedding, so he could proceed with his plan to get you out of the house. I knew that Albert is the right person for me. He always prioritizes me. So, am I going to live alone here? That's the way it's going to be. No kidding! Why should I live in this shabby apartment? I was expecting Albert to divorce you. I moved here because I thought that I could live together with him. If Albert isn't here, it's a different story. If it's all a lie, I'm going back. I decline. I won't be sarcastic anymore. I'll be nice to you. You have to trust me. You know what? People don't easily change their attitudes after they turn 60 years old. Even right after we started living together, you were quiet for only 3 months. I have no doubt that you will break your promise anyway. I won't let you do the same thing over and over again. I don't want to discuss about this matter with you. Call Albert right away. I'm sure he'll reconsider if I ask him. He is a kind boy who loves his mother. I don't think that's possible. Hold on a sec. What's happening? Albert, is Adele telling the truth? Can you explain to me why I have to be kicked out of the house? Everything Adele said is true. You told me that you'd live with me. I was sincerely happy. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I just wanted you to live with me until Adele comes back from Hawaii. I didn't know about that. By the way, don't you feel bad about what you've done to Adele, Mom? That's the thing. I do, and I'm sorry, so let me go back. I can't live alone. The move cost me about $7,000. That's pretty expensive, isn't it? You've got all the appliances and furniture. I also paid for the deposit. I didn't ask you to do that. You lied to me. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to live there by yourself. How can you do this to your own mother? You've always been like that, and you haven't changed a bit. I can't take it anymore. What have I done? What did you say to my ex-girlfriend when I first brought her to our house in high school? Huh? That was so long ago, I don't even remember. Pimple-faced dirty woman, that's what you said. That's terrible. I believe that hurts your ex-girlfriend's feelings so bad, Albert. Oh, I remember. The pimple-faced woman. I just told you honestly what I saw, right? What's wrong with that? I detest that kind of insensitivity. You have no compassion or kindness at all, Mom. Oh dear. You told me horrible things too, Zella. Whenever you had a chance, you would criticize everything about me. I was so badly hurt. I would have praised you if I saw something good in you. I'm sorry that I don't have any good points for you to praise. You guys are going to hell for abandoning your parents. Do you know what you're doing? Huh? Then let me tell you something. Do you think a wife beater like you won't go to hell? There's no such thing as hell. Don't be childish. What you're saying is confusing. Oh my god, what am I supposed to do? I don't want to spend the rest of my life in this shabby apartment alone. Do something about it. You should be thankful that you have a roof over your head. It's enough to protect you from the wind and rain. I'm over 60 years old. You should be more considerate about my situation. Well, I'm a pregnant woman. What? I haven't been feeling well since I got here. I took a pregnancy test. The result was positive. Really? Yay! I'm finally going to be a father. I'm so happy. If that's the case, I guess I'll have to come back. Huh? You need a babysitter, don't you? I'll do my best to take care of my adorable grandchild. You don't have to do that. You need money to raise the child. That's why you'll have to work part-time. Who's going to take care of your child when you're working? I'd rather put my child in a daycare. Besides, I don't plan on working for a while. Why not?
Because I can't trust you to take care of my child. I'm afraid you'll teach my child bad words. Besides, I know that you'll ask me to pay you for babysitting. I have no choice than to take care of the baby myself. I agree with Adele. I want my child to grow up in a good environment. Moreover, I'm getting a promotion soon, and I'm not going to let Adele work for a while. I'm going to be a father, so I'll work harder than ever.
You're going to get promoted? That's great, Albert. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I could at least love my grandchild. It's my own flesh and blood, too.
It's mine and Adele's, so we'll raise the child together. Please don't interfere, Mom. I don't want you to be involved in anything related to my child.
How could you say such a terrible thing to me? Albert, I'm your mother, so I should participate in raising your child.
I'm an independent grown-up man who has his own family to take care of. I'm not a baby anymore, Mom. Why can't you just watch me and my family over from a distance?
I'm feeling lonely. Why can't you understand that?
I understand that, so that's why I let you move in with us. Even Adele accepted you. You're the one who ruined our trust. I can't believe that you don't even realize that.
Don't get mad at me.
I'll see you sometime since you are my mother, but just don't interfere with Adele and our child.
I want to see my grandchild. You must allow me to do that. I'm sorry, I'm afraid that your attitude will affect the child's personality. It's too much. That's quite rude, you know.
I think you should think more carefully. You were the one who has been saying rude things to me, weren't you?
Huh? Absolutely not.
I was thinking to let you see your grandchild, but I don't think I should do that. I'm sorry, Albert. I just can't deal with your mother anymore. Please, don't apologize. It can't be helped. We have given her a second chance, but Mom just wasted it.
Yeah, you're right.
She doesn't feel sorry for what she has done at all. I feel sorry for you to have such a mother. It's okay. I have been tormented by her bad attitudes for years.
You shouldn't talk to me like that, Albert. I'm your own mother.
Well, I think you should find a hobby, Zella. It'll make the rest of your life a little more meaningful. The only thing you have left to be proud of is your meanness. I hope you'll change your bad behavior in the future.
Stupid woman! I'll hate you for the rest of my life.
I'm glad that I don't have to deal with you ever again. I can go back to the US with a peace of mind. I'm going back home tomorrow, and I'm glad that I can save money because I don't need to buy you any souvenirs from Hawaii.
That's enough. What's with the overseas wedding? I wonder why you poor people are so excited.
I forgot to tell you that my sister's husband runs a cleaning company, so he's the company's president.
What did you say?
My brother-in-law is the company's president. If you have any trouble finding a place to work, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'll block you from now on, so you'll have to go through Albert anyway.
You're such an annoying woman, Adele.
You can say whatever you want. I've had enough. Goodbye.
Wait, don't run away. I'll confront you directly, you coward.
My mother-in-law, who was hasteful to me to the end, was really annoying. She said that she wanted to fight me directly, but I refused because I don't want to deal with her ever again. Thanks to my wonderful husband, I was finally able to cut ties with Stella. After returning from Hawaii, I went to a gynecologist the next day. I took the necessary test and was informed that I'm pregnant. The baby still looks like a small egg anyway, but I think it's so cute. When I was on my way home, I felt someone push me from behind. I fell from the stairs at the train station, and when I realized I was in the hospital, I broke my leg and it will take a month to heal. I know it sounds like a movie, but it's true. I felt as if I were having a nightmare. Fortunately, the baby in my belly was safe and sound. When I heard that my mother-in-law had been caught red-handed, I felt a chill down my spine. I now understood what she meant when she was talking about direct confrontation. I almost lost my own child because of what she did to me. I am so grateful that my child's life was spared, but still, I feel that Zella is such a horrible woman. Because of this, my husband decided to completely insulate himself from her. Naturally, he hasn't been visiting her at the detention center. It's obvious. Since Stella knows where we live, we decided to move out because she might do us some harm again in the future. Even if she came out of detention, she will have no place to live. She should just spend the rest of her life alone. It is none of our business. We will definitely be happy without her.
Brittany, where are you now?
What's wrong with you all of a sudden? Did you forget something? It's not like that. Wherever it is, it doesn't matter. Just tell me where you are. What are you mad about, calling me out of the blue? You don't need to ask me where I am because you already know. Where do you think I am now? What? What kind of quiz is this? You're on a business trip, right? And you're coming back next month. I know everything about you, Kevin. You're wrong. I was supposed to be back next month, but I'm back now. So where the heck are you? Don't waste my time. Answer me quickly. Why are you mad at me? And since you said that you're back, what happened to your job? Anyway, I'm home as usual. Don't you dare lie to me. You can't be home right now. Kevin, are you okay? I'm home. I don't trust you. I saw it with my own eyes. Saw what, Kevin? You were on a business trip and I was spending most of my time at home. Don't make me tell you what I saw. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about because I was at home the whole time. You're going to keep lying to me. What an actress. You're just going on your own because I was on a business trip. I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you mad because I invited my female friend to the house? Sorry I didn't tell you about that, but she's a friend I've invited before when you were around. No, that's not what I'm talking about. How long are you going to continue lying to me? I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought you never do anything like that. I didn't know you were that kind of person. I saw something I didn't want to see. What do you mean? Are you suspecting me of cheating on you? Yes, you did cheat on me. Now you finally admit it. I've been feeling that you were a bit suspicious lately. You were on a business trip, Kevin. How were you able to have that kind of feeling? It's not like we've been in touch that much recently. That's what makes me suspicious. You haven't contacted me and I was wondering what you were doing. Not contacting me is a sign that you're no longer in love with me. It's because you're not interested in me anymore, right? What's wrong with you all of a sudden? Are you saying that I'm hiding something from you just because I didn't contact you? You know I'm not the type to contact you often, don't you? I'm not good at doing routine things like this. Listen, why don't we just talk to each other face to face? Enough with the excuses. Get out from where you are. Wait for me. I'll tell you when I get home. Did you understand what I just told you? I'm at home. There's no way I can leave. If you want to talk, you should come home. Oh gosh, this is really troublesome. I'll send you a picture of me at home to prove that I'm not lying to you. What? What kind of quiz is this? You're on a business trip, right? I don't know what you saw, but I didn't do anything to make you suspect that I'm cheating on you. It's the busy season, so I can't even go shopping. I'm working from home all the time. Do you want me to show you my work emails for proof? Seriously? Are you really home? Don't make me say it again. If you're coming home after your business trip, please tell me as soon as possible. I have to go shop for the groceries for dinner. What do you want to have for dinner? I'm going to finish my work and go shopping. Oh, no thanks. You don't have to worry about that. Leftovers are fine. Okay then, thanks for understanding. I'll make something with what we have at home. How soon can you get home? I have to check the fridge. About 40 minutes. Hey, you're really home, right? Oh my god, you're so persistent. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm home? Well then, come home soon so I can cook dinner. You lied to me, didn't you? I knew you were a liar. I trusted you. Wait, what? What is it this time? Don't get angry all of a sudden. Of course I didn't lie to you. I have every right to be angry. I trusted you, but you cheated on me after all. And to do it on the day I returned home from a business trip, that's pretty bold of you. I can't believe I married a woman like that. I trusted you with all my heart. That's ridiculous. Why am I supposed to be cheating on you? Did you have a dream about me cheating? I have the proof here. Look at the pictures. That's you in this picture, right? You can't get away with this. Well, that's me. I look pretty in the picture, don't you think so? It was during the meeting at work. Of course I remember that. Why do you have that picture with you? That's not the point. Don't lie to me. Look at you and the guy. You two are smiling to each other. Don't tell me you have that kind of relationship with him. Let me tell you something. He's my colleague, so that's why I was smiling to him. I think everyone is supposed to be friendly with each other at workplace. Do you expect me to keep a blank expression on my face at work? That's impossible, no matter how you think about it. It's just not nice to do that. We were just having a business meeting on that day. Besides, you know what my work is, don't you? But this picture looks suspicious. Look at the distance between you and the guy. Your eyes look so flirtatious too. That's not true. You're just overreacting. If you still don't trust me, I'll give you the contact information of my colleague. Why don't you check it out with him? I have the minutes of the meeting and other things to prove it. I'm innocent. By the way, who took this picture? Did you hire a detective? What? I can't tell you that. If I told you, you'll hide the fact from me, right? Don't be ridiculous. I'll go to the police if you do something like stalking.
I'm sorry, don't do that.
Besides, you know who I had a meeting with at this time, don't you? He has been to our house many times for business. You also knew him. Don't you remember saying hello to him? You exchanged business cards saying that he wanted to interview you about your company.
Oh, his name is Gregory, right? He was such a nice guy.
Glad to hear that you remember him. Gregory knows that you're on a business trip. He was very careful not to cause any misunderstandings, so we had our meeting at the cafe. You don't have any pictures of us other than the meeting at the cafe, do you?
Actually, yes.
You should tell the person who took the picture not to waste energy on something so useless and misleading.
Okay, I'll tell the person.
I'm counting on you. I don't want you to misunderstand me. Anyway, how long is your business trip going to last?
It's supposed to end next week.
Understood. Good luck with that. I'll clean up the mess while I work.
Thanks, that's very nice of you.
Well, good luck at your work this week. I'll be waiting for you.
See you then. Hey, you said you weren't cheating on me, right?
For heaven's sake, why are you doubting me again? You're pissing me off.
Just tell me what's going on. Don't be upset. Just answer me. Are you sure you're not having an affair? Be honest with me.
I'm not lying. I've never lied to you, not even once. Why are you suspecting me for cheating on you?
Come on, be honest with me. I'm getting tired of this back and forth. You're cheating on me, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm tired of you doubting me. I'm tired of you getting upset when you suddenly suspect me of cheating on you when I haven't done anything wrong.
You should think about how I feel. I happened to come back from a business trip while you were out, and when I entered my room, men's underwear that's not mine was on the floor.
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't know anything about that.
I can't do it anymore. Let's get a divorce. I can't believe you had an affair in our house. I can't trust you anymore. I want you out of my house right now.
Wait a minute. You've been acting weird ever since your business trip. You've been so persistent that I've been cheating on you. How can you be so sure that I'm having an affair? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I have proof here. These pants are proof. You think I'm stupid and I won't notice, so you didn't hide those properly, right? I was right to postpone my business trip. I found the proof of your affair, didn't I?
Oh, you're back from your business trip again? Don't come back so often and you should do your job properly.
It was worth it for me to come check on you secretly. Your behavior is too suspicious. I knew that there was something going on.
I'm so tired of this. I'm really fed up.
Well, that's my line. I'm on a business trip and the underwear of the guy you're having an affair with just popped inside my mind. Do you have any idea how sad I am? My wife, whom I trusted, did such things.
I'm sad too since you suddenly suspected me of cheating on you. I really don't get it. Besides, aren't those underwear yours? If not, it's quite scary since it means that someone has sneaked into her house and put it in your room.
They're not mine. I don't wear those lame underwears. Don't lie to me, Brittany. I'm suing you. You better keep that in mind. What are you doing? Did you call the police?
Oh, the police called you too. I told them that they don't have to call you. Well, it seems that because you're my husband, they have decided to call you.
Why did you call the police? Were you involved in some kind of incident?
An incident? Well, I think it's an attempted incident. It was about the other day we had a fight with each other. You had a pair of pants on the floor that you didn't know were there.
Oh, you've called the police for something as trivial as that?
Of course, I have underwears in my house that neither you and I know about. That means someone is trespassing and could be in and out of the house, right? Of course, I must report that. We have to prevent it before it turns into an accident.
You're in too much of a hurry to report it immediately.
I mean, you're the one who should report it. Aren't you worried about me? I'm home alone most of the time. It's fine if you come home from a business trip and do a spot check. You should be more worried about me. I keep telling you that I'm not having an affair, so wouldn't you normally think that it might be someone trespassing?
That's such a big deal. When I found a pair of men's underwear I don't know about, I think that you might be cheating on me. It could be that you're just lying to me. You're too suspicious to trust.
What's wrong with you? No matter how much I say I'm not cheating on you, you keep doubting me. I'm really tired of it.
That's my line. I'm the one who's tired.
Speaking of which, I'm going to submit these underwear to the police.
What? That's not necessary.
It's a possible trespassing case. It would help them identify the culprit. Besides, I'm having the house checked. I'd be worried if I didn't have them look in every nook and cranny. You know, there's that thing on TV. You know the ones where people actually live in the attic?
Don't make a big deal out of it. It's not like that. It's not impossible. That's why I'm having the police to check everything out. What are you going to do if something happens to me? If they find out anything, they'll call me, right? Well, of course they will. I want them to catch the culprit. Oh yeah, the culprit. Well, let me know when you receive some updates from the police. What? You're curious about that? Even though you think that it's the pants of the guy you think I'm having an affair with? No, well, I'm kind of curious because I'm a kind-hearted and loving husband. Well, but don't make a big deal out of it. Don't call my family or anything, especially my mom. Why shouldn't I let your mom know about this? Oh no, she'll be worried if she hears that. I don't want her to collapse from a heart attack. I see, you're very considerate of your parents. Well, maybe I'll let you know. Just let me know, okay? Hey, what happened to that thing? The police report. You didn't hear anything in particular. Oh, okay then. I knew it was the pants of the guy you were having an affair with. I'm tired of hearing that. How long are you going to play dumb with me? How long do you want me to be at fault? What are you talking about? I'm not playing games. I'm always serious. Well, okay. Let's talk later. I have something I really want to talk to you about, too. By the way, you took the liberty of going into debt again, didn't you? What do you mean by that? Did you think I didn't know about that? Don't underestimate me. I know all about it. How many times are you really going to borrow money? Don't tell me you've forgotten. I paid your last debt for you, didn't I? Thank you for your help at that time. But how did you find out about the debt? Because I received several demand letters from the credit card companies. No kidding. I didn't know that you were disposing them, so I won't find out. They arrived while you were on a business trip. Ugh, that's terrible. You took the liberty of looking at someone's mail. Just because we're a married couple, you can't just do anything you want. What you did was an invasion of privacy. No, it's not. I just happened to find it inside the trash can. Inside the trash can? Yes, I was cleaning up and accidentally scattered them. That's when I found out. I recognized it because it was the same one I had received. If you're going to hide something, hide it better. Throwing it away without even tearing it open is really stupid. You thought you could just throw it in the trash can and get rid of it, didn't you? You really are an idiot. You're not using your brain. Anyway, you don't have a credit card, do you? I wonder if you've made a new credit card without telling me. Didn't I tell you before that if you borrow money again, I'll divorce you? You broke your promise. No, I didn't. It's a misunderstanding. It's some kind of scam that happened these days. I was scammed, I think so. What? Earlier you were asking me about how I found out about your debt. Don't try to fool me, Kevin. It was sudden, so I just said it without even thinking about it. You know, sometimes you get caught off guard and talk nonsense. Then what's with all the credit card notices? They're notices about late payments, all of them in your name. But that's not my debt. My friend asked me to make a new credit card for him, but I can't seem to get the money back from him. I'm in real trouble. What? Earlier, you were asking me about how I found out about your debt. Don't try to fool me, Kevin. So your friend is going to pay this bill? Yeah, he will. I'm telling him to hurry up. I'm going to urge him today again. He's a troublemaker. I'm sorry I made a credit card without telling you. I have other things to say. I'll talk to you later. Is there something more? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, your friend told you about that. Your friend told me that I need to do something with you. I can't believe you're trying to get alimony by faking that I cheated on you in order to get out of your own debt. You really are an idiot. I've never seen such an embarrassing person ever in my life. No, it's not that. There's a reason. Your friend said that you were talking about getting alimony excitedly. You may not know this, but your friend contacted me because he was worried about me. The last time you borrowed money and this time when you faked my affair. I wonder why you couldn't come up with a much better idea. Looks like your friend doesn't you. Well, money talks. Poor Kevin, you got what you deserved. It's a misunderstanding. I don't care if it's a misunderstanding or not. It's stupefying. Well, it's a very typical idea of you. By the way, I've already prepared the divorce papers. No, please don't do that. You didn't want the divorce, but you were trying to get alimony from me? How pathetic. Well, I knew that you won't sign the divorce papers easily. That's why I've told your father about everything. Really? Your father is going to be very angry. I think you should be prepared for that. I told him that you don't trust me even though I didn't cheat on you. You keep doubting me and now you have got into debt again and you're saying that you want a divorce. Are we really getting a divorce? Is this some kind of joke? Are you punishing me? It's obvious, isn't it? I'm seriously divorcing you. You've got into debt and you also have attempted to make a false accuse on me. It's over. Enough is enough, Kevin. I don't want you to divorce me. Please forgive me, Brittany.
Good for you. Now you won't get scolded by me if you get into debt again. You're free to do whatever you want. Your father said he'll make you pay the debt. Looks like he doesn't want to help you. He apologized for the trouble you have caused.
You were not supposed to tell my father about this.
I was really scared when I found the underwear that wasn't yours. You were on a business trip and I was all alone. What if something had happened? Well, I'm relieved to hear that it was yours.
I'm sorry.
Apology won't help. It's too late. I don't want to see your face ever again. I'm suing you for alimony.
You're not really going to divorce me, are you? I need you, Brittany. You're just joking, right? I can't pay both the debt and alimony. I won't do it again, I swear.
How many times have I told you the same thing? I've heard it so many times and I'm sick of hearing that from you. I'm not your ATM, Kevin. I'm sending your stuff home for now. Your father is not going to let you in, so good luck with the rest.
What?
I'm the head of the house now, so you need to get the hell out of here at your earliest convenience. Don't you dare coming back to this house. Kevin seemed to have come back in a hurry from his business trip and sent me many apologetic messages, but I ignored all of them because I had no intention of getting back together with him. In the end, he went back to his parents' house, but his father wouldn't let him in and he was furious. The divorce papers were sent to Kevin's parents' house, and Kevin's father managed to get his son sign those divorce papers, even though Kevin wasn't willing to do that. Currently, Kevin is living a life of poverty in a shabby apartment while being haunted by the pressure to pay for the debts he has gotten into an alimony.
You're no longer of any use to me. You guys are divorced, so you don't have to come back. What? I don't remember signing any papers. Oh, that's okay. I wrote them for you. That's a crime, Samantha. Don't talk nonsense. If you keep it secret, they wouldn't find out. Well, I don't want to start over with Peter now, so that's fine. Anyway, you're free, so go wherever you want. I am locked out of the house when I was sent shopping, and I don't have my belongings. I can't go anywhere. That's why I gave you a luggage full of your stuff when you came back. That should be enough. I'm so thoughtful. I'll send you the rest of your stuff. Call me when you decide where you're going. Then I'll call you when I decide. Don't throw them away. It's in the way, so you have 3 days to decide. Otherwise, I'll get rid of it. What? You suddenly and unreasonably kicked me out. I can't decide that easily. Kicked you out? That's not appropriate word. You left, right? Me? Well, it's very common for wives to leave when their husbands cheat on them. A husband cheating on his wife is the wife's responsibility. You also have some problems too, you know. And yet, you don't even show any apology. Only blaming your husband? You have no common sense at all. I feel sorry for Peter. I mean, we've been married for 2 years, and he's been cheating on me for 3 years. This is insane. I originally preferred Amy to you as a wife. She's young and pretty. I wonder why he chose you. You most likely threatened him, didn't you? What kind of tricks did you use? Don't talk nonsense. I didn't threaten him. It's no use saying this, but you're too tall and intimidating. I was hoping you'd have a baby soon, since you have a healthy body, but you never got pregnant. I'm very disappointed. Because I can't do it without Peter's cooperation. Oh? Why? He comes home late every day and goes to bed as soon as he gets home. It's impossible to have a baby. How can you say that? It's because you're not attractive. But thanks to Amy, we have a baby, so it doesn't matter anymore. She's going to have a baby next month. I'm so excited. Fine. After I decide where to move and settle down, I'll file a claim for compensation. Please be prepared. Huh? What are you talking about? Why should we pay compensation? I'm the one who wants to receive it. It was Peter who cheated on me, and I was kicked out of the house for no reason. I have the right to ask, right? Why do I have to pay? It's your fault. You didn't do your best for Peter, and you couldn't have a baby. It's all your fault. The new wife is pregnant, so you do the housework here. You're my son's ex-wife. Oh, are you sure? Of course. When that baby is born, you'll land in hell twice. What? I'm Kelly. I married Peter 2 years ago and moved in with my parents-in-law. Soon after that, my mother-in-law Samantha started to bully me. My husband Peter hates trouble and pretends he doesn't see anything. He never helps me. The father-in-law was the only one who was kind to me, but he was weak and couldn't control Samantha. Then I found out that Peter was cheating on me. Peter and Samantha teamed up to get rid of me. I was relieved to be kicked out of the house since staying in that house every day was very stressful for me. Samantha, I gave you my address, but why haven't you sent me any packages? I need to start my life, so I need you to hurry up. You're right. Hey, please send it as soon as possible. Well, I'll forgive you, so come back. What? What do you mean? Your stuff is here, so it's perfect. I'm telling you that you can come back. I can come back? Did you hit your head? What are you talking about? I'm telling you to come back, and I'll forgive you. You don't have to forgive me. I'm not going back. I don't even want to go back. Don't say that. I'm having a hard time finding someone to clean up. Oh, you all left the concept of cleaning behind somewhere. So you're saying I'm a housekeeper? And what? There's more? My husband fell down the stairs and broke his arm. He's bedridden. He's so big, and it's hard to take him to the bathroom. What? He is? I'm worried about him, but I can't take care of him by myself. You don't need to bother asking me, do you? You have a new wife, Amy. She has a precious heir in her belly. She's going to give birth soon. I can't force her to do it. Besides, my husband liked you. I'm sure he'll be glad to have you here. Yes, he was the only one who was like a god in that awful family. Yes, show your appreciation. You'll pay him back, right? You can't waste his kindness. I don't want to be told by you. My husband is crying because he misses you so much. Fine, but I'm not moving in. I'll help him until he can walk again. Don't ever forget that. That's my girl, Kelly. Then I'll leave him to you. Now I can go back to hula dancing. What? You're not going to take care of him? He's your own husband, you know. He has you. I'm not your family, remember? Ugh, whatever. Well, come from today. I had no choice but to go back to her house. I was surprised to see the room after a long time. No one has cleaned anywhere, and it was a mess. Samantha was still pushing me to do all the housework. As you can imagine, I worked like a housekeeper. And while I was taking care of my father-in-law, I was also busy packing my own belongings and sending them to the new house. But actually, in the meantime, I was preparing to take my revenge on Samantha. And after about 2 weeks, he got better, so I moved back to my own house. What should I do, Kelly? I need your help. Excuse me? I've already finished hearing your request. Don't say that! Amy's baby is born! Oh, that's great. Now you have an heir. Congratulations. About that... Huh? He's white and has double blonde hair and blue eyes. No matter how you look at him, he's not Peter's child. Anyone can tell. Peter is black and he has a white baby? How funny. What's happening? I knew this was going to happen. Huh? What do you mean? I did research once because you told me so many times to have a baby. Then I found out that the reason why I couldn't have a baby was not me, but Peter. That's a lie. I told him already, but he got panicked and didn't believe me. So I guess he conveniently deleted it from his memory. I should have taken him to the hospital at that time. Then who is the father? There's no way I would know. Ask her. I have nothing to do with it. No, you're his wife? What are you talking about? Huh, Samantha? You're the one who dragged me down from that position. How rude! I'll forgive you, so be his wife again. Sure. Oh, you're so obedient. Wonderful. Then come back now. You thought I would really say that? That will never happen. Shut up. Obey the elders. No, I completely refuse. What did you say, you bitch? It got you into this mess because you're cocky like that. Samantha, worry about yourself. What do you mean? Your husband won't come back. What? I'm surprised you haven't noticed. Of course, all of his stuff is gone. What? What do you mean? He asked me for help because he wants to divorce you. Don't lie to me. I'm not lying. While I sent my stuff, I found a room for him and he moved in. That's not... No! I noticed the house was really clean. You don't notice it if it's dirty? I also filed for divorce. Be thankful that I saved your time. What? I didn't sign the papers. You wrote them? I'll sue you. You have the right to say that. You're the one forging private documents. Shut up! I can report it to the police, you know. Then you'll be accused. Don't call a cop. It's up to you. But this time, it was signed by you. That's absolutely not true. I lost my words when I heard that you used all the retirement money to play games without telling your husband. That's... He told me that he made you sign the papers at that time. Ugh. You finally transformed into a monster? Shut up! This is a message from him. To Samantha, who has done something stupid again. I'll never see you again. Goodbye. Don't ever reach me again. Oh no! Hey! I can't call my husband! How could you? He wants you to talk to a lawyer from now on. No! I don't want to get divorced. I didn't mean it. I would like to ask you the same. Please talk to a lawyer. You have a claim for compensation and property division. Don't be selfish. No compensation, no property division. Then I'll call the police. Okay, I'll figure it out. But without my husband, I have no money. If Peter pays the compensation, he won't have any money too. Please, can you persuade my husband? And Kelly, marry Peter again. I would never do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so harsh on you. Let's have a good relationship from now on. I need you as his wife. Please get along with Amy, not me. I can't. She cheated on him and she can't do any housework. Then she's just like you. You all will get along. That's great. I can't live like this. I don't want to live in the garbage. Kelly, do something, please. After that, since Samantha has already turned in the birth certificate, the white baby has become the heir. They are now living in a dirty house where no one does housework, cursing each other. The day when that house will be swallowed up into the black hole will not be far off. They deserve it. My ex-father-in-law, who used to be physically weak, suddenly got better after escaping from Samantha. I sometimes go shopping with him, and we still have a good relationship. Now that I am free, I have resumed my job, and I'm enjoying my life. Hey, you thief! What? How could you steal someone's husband? I'll never forgive you. Huh? What are you talking about? You're the one who should be guilty. I'm different from you. When you say husband, you mean Daniel? The man you stole from me, right? I didn't steal. He loved me. Huh? Besides, you guys weren't married. But we are married. The fact you stole a man doesn't change. It doesn't matter if we were married or not. It does! Don't be silly. Give me back my husband. I really have no idea. Stop making weird accusations. Stop lying to me. I know you've been in touch with him. You can't hide it from me. He sends me messages, but I don't respond to them. If you look at his phone, you'll see what I mean. There's no way he would cheat on me like that. You're the one flirting with him. I can tell. You married him after cheating on me, right? How can you say that he wouldn't cheat on you? After all, he'll repeat the same thing over and over again. The reason you were cheated on is because you weren't attractive enough. But I have all three qualities: sexiness, cuteness, and beauty. Not only him, but no one would cheat on me. Don't make fun of me. Well, then do as you like. Don't contact Daniel ever again. Do you understand? Will do, even if you don't tell me. Hey, you never learn, do you? Excuse me? I told you not to contact him, but you did. Give me a break. No, I didn't. I'm not lying. I don't want to talk to him. I saw your name on his phone. Can you explain it? I have no idea. Isn't he the one who's sending messages? I blocked him after you told me, so I don't know. Maybe that's true about the message, but that's not the only way to get in touch with him. What? You're using another app to reach him anyway, right? No, I'm not. You're so persistent. I'm not interested in him, and I have a boyfriend. Does it matter if you have a boyfriend or not? It doesn't matter whether you have a boyfriend or not when you steal someone's husband. Huh? What if you have a boyfriend? Do you have any proof that you're not playing with other guys? That's too suspicious. You know, normally you won't play with other guys. You seem to be in a hurry, but it's not like he dumped you, right? That's... You're right. I was dumped. He told me he wants to get divorced. It's your fault. How can you make it up? So you think I'm the one who's having an affair with him? It's okay. I'll give him. So just make sure you pay the compensation. Then I'll forgive you. Whether you forgive me or not, the reason why he wants to divorce you is not necessarily because of an affair. Even if it's cheating, I have nothing to do with it. Can you leave me alone? He sent you texts. Of course you have something to do with this. Pay me the compensation. $10,000. Huh? Don't make me laugh. I'm not obligated to pay it. What? You've got to be kidding. You should be sorry. I don't understand. I have nothing to be sorry for. If you don't want to pay me, then I have a plan. Whatever. You'll see. Did you see the garden I decorated for you? Isn't it nice? Did you throw raw eggs in my yard? I told you that I had a plan. I did it for you. What a despicable thing to do. This isn't just my house. My family lives here. My grandmother loves that garden. You can't do that. It's not something a proper adult would do. If you want me to stop, why don't you just pay me the compensation? Are you poor? I'm sure I don't have any money to pay you. It's the money I don't need to pay, and I don't want to waste money. Fine. You want more? Sure thing. What are you going to do this time? You're not thinking of something weird again, are you? I don't know. Spend your time with the thrill of what's going to happen. It's thrilling and fun, isn't it? I'll call the police if you keep talking like that. I think it's useless because the police can't be involved in civil affairs. Even so, it's a crime if you go too far. No matter how much you harass me, I'll never pay you. You stole my husband! Why don't you admit it? Because there is no crime to admit. I mean, if you're so suspicious of Daniel's cheating, shouldn't you be looking for that woman? I'm an outsider. I don't care about him anymore. I just want the compensation too. So why don't you ask the real cheater for that fee? Get on track. It's too much trouble to find out. I just want to be paid. Huh? Melody, you're not hurt by the fact that he cheated on you, but you're completely after the money, right? It's none of your business. It doesn't matter to you. Then don't contact me. Can I go now? I don't want to spend my time doing this. Don't text me. Huh? Wait a minute. I still have things to tell you. Hey! After this, I ignored all of Melody's messages. I had nothing to say to such a crazy person. Then, a few days later, she came to my house and yelled at me directly. I immediately called the police and had her taken away because she was causing trouble to my neighbors and my family. I thought that if the police got involved, she would stop. But since then, I have received malicious letters in my mailbox and various harassments. I couldn't take it anymore, so I decided to find a way to defeat her and brought into action. Hey, don't ignore me forever. Pay the compensation, you thief. I was going to ask you for $10,000, but you're late, so I'll have you pay me $20,000. Think of it as delayed interest. You really love money. Speechless. Huh? What? I just thought you are small-minded. You're like a child. What's with that attitude? If you have time to talk like that, just pay it. You're the one who has to pay. I know everything. What do you mean? You haven't broken up with Daniel, but you're already having an affair with another guy. You're also cheating on him. Huh? And that guy is quite rich. You're dating for money again. I don't think that's a good idea. How do you know all that? I just happened to see when you were walking with a guy holding hands, so I did a little research. You didn't notice it at all, right? If I tell this to Daniel, he'll probably charge you the compensation. Don't do anything unnecessary. You're disgusting. And besides, he tried to fancy you, so that's cheating, right? The only thing he said through text was that he wanted to break up with you, so I don't think you can count it as cheating. That's not fair! You're the one who's not fair. I don't know what to say. Also, that guy has a wife, so I'm sure you may be charged by her too. I think you should be prepared. Huh? You're such a vicious bitch! But I don't care if they charge me. Oh, really? Why? Because my boyfriend is crazy about me and has lots of money, so I'll have him pay for me. He listens to everything I say. Too bad. I'll file a claim for slander. Which part was slander? I really don't understand you. Hey, please! Sarah, help me! Answer me! What is it? I'm in trouble! James betrayed me. James? Oh, your boyfriend? Later on, Daniel and James' wife charged me compensation. I bet. I knew that would happen. I asked James to pay them, but he refused. Oh, I thought he'd listen to anything you say. He said he was just flirting with me and his wife is important after all. That guy. Can't it be helped? Don't say that. Help me somehow. Why should I? I don't understand. Because you exposed his wife and Daniel about me, and this is what happened. I did unblock Daniel and told him everything, but I didn't do anything with that wife. I mean, I don't know her. How can I reach her? Then how did she find out? Don't ask me. I have nothing to do with it. Anyway, now that it's been found out, you'll have to pay the compensation. I approached him for money, and I don't want my money to be taken away from me. I don't want to pay. That's what happens when you have a dirty mind like that. It's your own fault. Then at least try to convince Daniel. I don't care how you do it. If you explain that it was a misunderstanding, I'm sure he'll understand. You're his ex-girlfriend, so it's okay, right? I can't. You'd better learn by now. And don't ever get involved with me again. I'll block you. Please, wait! I don't want to lose my money or my man! I immediately blocked Melody's number. I don't want to get involved in something I don't even know. After that, I lived peacefully for a few weeks. But one day, I received a call from Daniel saying that Melody had run away and would not pay him the compensation. This time, Melody got into trouble unilaterally, but I haven't forgiven Daniel. So I told him it was none of my business and blocked him again. What are these people? I heard that she had ran away, so I thought she had gone to some distant town. But the other day, I found a miserable Melody peeking under a vending machine. She had turned into a completely different person. I was lucky to be able to take revenge unexpectedly.
Hi, Mom. I just got home from school. I had a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, what time is it? Were you playing with your friends? Welcome home. It was a club day. I did my best to cook. I made hamburgers. It was so much fun. You made hamburgers? That's great. I wonder if you can make some for me when I get out of the hospital. I'll make it for you. I'll make it for you. When can you get out of the hospital? After the baby's born, maybe in a few weeks. I see. That's sad. I wish we were closer to the hospital so I could go see you and my baby sister. I can't wait to see you. Sorry, I miss you too, Anna. Hang in there a little longer. I'll be home soon with your baby sister. Mommy can't wait to see you too. Daddy and Grandma won't take me to the hospital. They seem to be busy and aren't home much. I try my best to cook and eat by myself every day. I also clean up everything by myself. Is that so? Every day? Well, Dad has to work, but I don't think Grandma goes out that much. She's out with friends today too. She said she's staying over. She and Dad were talking about the beach, but she won't tell me where they're going. What? I didn't hear anything about that either. I asked her to take care of you when I'm away. Then what's for dinner tonight? Did you prepare it or did Grandma? Dad gave me some money, so I went to the convenience store and bought something. Huh. I'm sorry, Anna. I'll make you a delicious dinner when I get out of the hospital. Go buy something before it gets dark. I'll ask Dad if he can come home early. Just have a little patience, okay? Okay. Hello, Mary. I can't reach Kevin. Do you know where he is? Could you tell him to call me when he comes back? What a troublesome request. I don't deserve to be called Mary as your mother-in-law in the first place. You're not my family. You know that, don't you? You're not related to me by blood. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I'll be careful, but Anna is my beloved, beautiful daughter, and she's your adorable grandchild, right? beautiful. Hey, I don't know. And about Kevin, he's been busy with work lately, so he'll be home late. Actually, I started having contractions a little while ago, and it looks like our baby is going to be born in the morning. I'm sorry, but I'd like you to call him so he can be there. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but hey, that's a hassle. Why don't you just ask Anna, my lovely granddaughter? Ha ha ha. Of course that's impossible, isn't it? Anna is still in elementary school and it's already late at night. I'm sorry, but I'm about to go to bed. If I wait for Kevin, I won't be able to sleep. Actually, why don't you tell Kevin after the baby's born? How about that? It's a good idea, even for me. Kevin is busy too. It's Kevin's child too, right? I'm sure he is looking forward to it. Please do inform him. You're such an overreacting person. It's not the first time you've given birth, so you should be fine on your own. Anyway, I don't have much free time either. I need to rest when I can. Can't you show more care to the elderly? You can take care of yourself. You're not a child. Okay, I understand. I'll try to contact Kevin again later. Of course. You should take care of things yourself from the beginning. Don't make the mistake of asking for help from the wrong person. Well, I hope Kevin will reply, LOL. What do you mean? Do you know why I can't get in touch with him? I don't know. So why don't you try your best to get in touch with Kevin? I have to pay for the procedure after the birth and the hospital fees. I wanted him to come. It's a lot of work for me to do it alone after the birth. Why don't you ask your own parents? Yes, you should. That's what family is for, My parents live far away from home, so it's not possible to ask them all of a sudden. Besides, I don't want them to worry. I understand now. I'll take care of it myself. I won't depend on you anymore. Yes, please do that. You really are a stupid woman. You're so annoying. Kevin must be stressed out from living with you. LOL. I feel sorry for my son. I really do. You said you want to live with us. If you don't want to, we don't have to have you live with us. Huh? What? I can't hear you very well. You're really not nice, are you? You're not very considerate. The food you cook is bad, the cleaning is lousy, and I get stressed out no matter what you do. I see. I didn't know that I had put you through such a hard time. I think we should talk about our future plans when I get out of the hospital. That's a good idea. Well, don't depend on me. You just think about what you should do, all right? Anna, where are you now? I wanted to hear your voice, Anna. How are you? Are you with your grandma and dad? What do you want? What's wrong, Anna? It's your mom, dear. No, it's not. You're not my mom anymore. What do you mean? What's wrong? I just came home from the hospital and the house is empty. It's like a new house. I'm so surprised. What's going on? Dad and Grandma moved out, but they left me. Moved? I haven't heard anything. Where are you? It's not that surprising. It's nothing to do with you because you're not my family anymore. Oh, a message. Dad said to sign the divorce papers on the front porch. What does that mean? What's the matter with you? Can you put your dad or grandma on the phone for me? There should be some kind of mistake. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm in an orphanage. Orphanage? Why are you in an orphanage? What do you mean? You're a good actor, Mom. You said you wanted to put me in an orphanage. That's what Grandma said. You said I'm in the way. I wouldn't say that. Don't believe her. You are more important to me than my own life. I'll come and get you right away. So, can you tell me which facility? What? Are you sure? Mom, do you really want me to come back? Yes, I'm sure. You're my darling daughter. I would never do such a thing. I miss you so much right now. I was so sad. My grandma and dad were making you out to be the bad guy. He said he is divorcing you, but you wanted to put me in an orphanage because I am in the way. Don't worry. I won't say that, and I won't do it. I swear to God, I promise. I believe you. Please come get me soon. I miss you. I'm sorry I made you feel sad. I'll come get you soon. It's called Sunflower Orphanage. Please be quick, okay? Of course, I will be there as soon as possible. Do you know where your dad and grandma are? I don't know. Apartments? I think that's what they said. Also, Dad said he's getting married to a new bride. An apartment? Marriage? He said it's because they're going to have a new baby. Do you think he was talking about your sister that I gave birth to? Probably not. Dad and Grandma were talking about a boy. I understand. I'm sorry, Anna. I'll pick you up tomorrow. Have you filled out the divorce papers? Please fill them out as soon as possible. You're a slow learner, for God's sake. Call me when you sign them. There will be something about the division of property. Please wait. Shouldn't we talk about this first? Talking is just going to take time. Please agree to the divorce as soon as possible. Don't you want to see Anna as soon as possible? Anna is right next to me. What kind of nerve do you have to leave her in an orphanage? I'm getting a divorce even if he didn't ask me to. I can't stand you guys anymore. I don't even want to live with you. I will get child support and alimony. You're kidding, aren't you? What kind of alimony? It's the alimony for Kevin's infidelity. I heard he's going to have a boy. Who did you hear that from? Anna told me everything. It's so awful to involve an elementary school child. She talked about you like you were the bad guy, but then she immediately turned to you. She's your daughter after all. She's really a little bit of a bitch. Don't worry. I'll take full responsibility for raising Anna. I'm divorcing Kevin. He wasn't there for the birth. He's having an affair, and he left Anna in an orphanage. He really is the worst. Now, calm down. Adultery is not the word. It's about changing wives, switching to a better one. What's wrong? His new wife is having a boy. And unlike you, who can only give birth to a girl, she's way much better. She's young and beautiful, and yes, she will go out shopping with me. I'm glad you like her, but I will get alimony whether he has a child or a new wife. You are really black-hearted, aren't you? You always talk about money. I'll pay it even if you don't tell me, as soon as I get my share of the property. What are you talking about? You won't get it. It's your joint property, so he will get half of it. It seems like you were making a lot of money, so it should be easy enough to pay alimony. Ha 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 ha. Which one of us is the black-hearted one? You were planning something cunning like that, weren't you? What are you laughing at? I'm filing on the grounds of divorce for child abandonment, so Kevin's share is 0. What? Are you kidding? Don't try to fool around with an elderly. It's the truth. Besides, he's also been having an affair, so he'll be charged alimony too, LOL. You and your son are both idiots. I thought you were a little more calculating. Kevin said it would be profitable. Too bad. You are an idiot. If the other party is pregnant, I can easily find out about the affair, and I've already consulted a lawyer. My name is Katie, and I've just consulted with you on the phone. I would like to file a claim for alimony for my husband's infidelity. But can I also file a claim against the adulterous partner? Yes, you can claim alimony from both your husband and the adulterous partner. Usually, it would be about $3 million if you are divorcing. Good. In the divorce, will half of the money go to the husband since it is joint property? In this case, since your husband has left the child in the care of an orphanage without your consent, it falls under the category of abandonment. If you make abandonment of the child the grounds for divorce, the husband's share will be 0, even if it is communal property. I see. Thank you very much. Also, since the adulterous partner is apparently pregnant, is that sufficient evidence of adultery? Yes, it is. If she is pregnant, we can easily find out about the affair. Also, the text message with your husband's mother is also sufficient evidence, so there is no need for you to worry. In this case, the fees for the affair, the abandonment of the child, and the fact that the other party is also pregnant are expected to be higher than the usual price I mentioned earlier. I understand. Thank you very much for your cooperation. I'm sorry, Katie. Let's talk about it. It will take time to discuss this properly. Let's reconsider, shall we? I thought you and Kevin would be a good match for each other. I'll persuade Kevin to break up with his adulterous partner. I don't care about that. You don't have to do anything. I was thinly aware of it, but I didn't realize he was really having an affair. I had a little hope that he might change his mind after the birth of our second daughter. But recently, Kevin has been cold to me and to Anna, and it's been hard. I'm already fed up with him. I will give him a good scolding. Please, reconsider. Besides, you can't make a decision to divorce so soon, can you? It was you who told me to sign the divorce papers as soon as possible. Thank you for pushing me. You're the one who rushed me into this. I wonder if you are losing your mind already. Yes, I think I might have been a little hasty. I was planning this. I just felt sorry for you. You'll have to forgive me. I don't want to hear such lies. I'm sorry, Katie. I'm really sorry. We'll both apologize properly. Please, reconsider. I'm sorry. I can't do that. The divorce papers have just been filed, so it's too late, since you admitted the fact of adultery. What? You already filed it? Wait a minute. Didn't you just get out of the hospital? Yes, I did. My second daughter is at the government office being seen by my parents. Because you wanted us to divorce, at the end of the day, I'm a witty wife. LOL. That's true. I can't believe you didn't talk to Kevin even once. Don't you both have any affection for each other? I can't have a discussion with someone who depends on his mother and can't be reached. I don't have love for him. Not anymore anyway. Kevin wanted to get a divorce too, I'm sure. The divorce papers were filed immediately because all the necessary sections were filled in. Even if he did, it is terrible of you to submit it without permission. If Kevin's signature was already on the form, it was fine. You said you would contact me when you signed it. Then why didn't you just leave it unsigned? You were right. You were just trying to be considerate. I'm glad we're both idiots. It was all your idea anyway. You said you would just leave the divorce papers while I was in the hospital, move to a new house, and leave Anna at an orphanage because you didn't want her in the new family. That wasn't my intention. How can you say that after harassing me to the point of being obvious? I know your character well enough to understand it. You've been cold to me since the beginning of our marriage. I understand. You can hate me now, so why don't you talk it over with Kevin? That's not needed. There's nothing I want to talk to Kevin about. I don't have time to talk to him either. Everything will be communicated through a lawyer. You have to decide the name of your second daughter with Kevin, don't you? That's impossible for a lawyer, isn't it? I don't want a cheater to think about it. He is already a stranger anyway. I have no more remorse or anything for Kevin. Actually, Katie, I thought I'd make a fortune from the division of property, so I'm moving to a condo. I have a favor to ask you, though. Is that okay? What is it? Don't tell me you're brazenly asking me to pay for it. I'm not going to go that far, but I'd like you to take a little bit into consideration for the division of property. I used all my savings for the down payment of this condo. Wow, that's tough. Kevin never put any money into our house, saying something about a retirement fund. But that's none of my business. I can give you some advice. You have to sell it and move to a cheaper place. I can't sell it! Kevin and his new wife chose this place. I see. LOL. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I have nothing to do with it. Please talk to Kevin and his new wife about it. Well, it seems that we are on the same page. I'm sure the lawyer will talk to you soon, so please don't bother me anymore. I'm sorry. I will correct what I did wrong, so please reconsider. After that, I requested alimony money from Kevin through my lawyer. I also claimed alimony from the adulterous partner, and it seems that Kevin did not tell her that he was married, so the adulterous partner is also claiming alimony. I firmly received alimony, child support, and property division, and I cut off my ties with both Kevin and my mother-in-law. I have told Anna that she may see her father, but she does not seem to have the slightest intention of seeing him. The other day, I heard about the other party's situation through a lawyer, and it says that they cannot pay the mortgage on the apartment and are living in a shabby one-room apartment, but that is irrelevant. I have returned to work after maternity leave and have resumed working hard. Raising 2 children is a challenge, but I'm leading a fulfilled life with a lot of happiness with the help of my own parents.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!